Runk.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a super good productions of
Congratulations.
Congratulations. What up, what up? We painted, you know what? We painted the fingernails black because we were in Seattle and Portland, and that's what we do, and we're on our grunge tip, dude. We're on our grunge tip. Sounds like an STD, but we are on our grunge tip, and we're keeping it real. You know what I mean? I got my water bottle, and I'm drinking Arrowhead water. Everyone always makes fun of me for drinking Arrowhead water. They say that it's not good, but I disagree. Cool. Got, you know, I don't have COVID. You know, well, first of all, let's actually do this. We appreciate you guys listening. And actually, let's do this. We changed the name of the thing because Cult was for sure shadow banned. Let's subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel on YouTube. Audio's going fine. YouTube, let's make sure you're adding to the you're adding to the algorithm. Drop down a comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Actually, if you hit the bell notification, it would really help because that's what we want to do here at Congratulations. We need to build this log cabin, and we can't build this log cabin if we're not building the cult. So we have to just keep building. Honestly, it's all about building. And speaking of building, we are going to be in Lakeland, Florida. We are going to be in Daytona, Florida. Jacksonville's pretty much, I think that's sold out. San Antonio, Sugar Land, Texas, New Orleans, Providence, Rhode Island, and New York, Chicago, Kansas City, Springfield, Missouri. Chris D'Elia is coming with his Don't Push Me tour, and that's mine. I'm speaking in third person like I'm Ricky Henderson, but I'm not. I'm Chris D'Elia. So go to chrisdelia.com to get those tickets. We've been having a lot of fun over here on the friggin' YouTube channel and also on the other YouTube channel, the Chris D'Elia YouTube channel. We got that One Sip Coffee reviews. We just dropped the San Diego one. We got a few fun ones coming up, a Portland one and a Seattle one. We're doing them everywhere we go, and we're having a good time. But, you know, it's been good, dude. It's been good. We have been traveling. I went with my family. I went with Denny Love. I went with Lulu Gonzalez, my tour manager, my cameraman Sam, and we went to Portland. Flew in a day early and got that you know, it's gray in Portland. It's just always gray in Portland, and it's always gray in Portland, and it's always gray in Seattle, and that's how it's going to be. And I know that they say it rains a lot in Seattle, but let me tell you something. Actually, I don't know, it's like a hacky joke, and I talked about this on my Instagram story, and just it has rained every single time I've ever been to Seattle, and that's crazy that there's a place like that. Also, it rains all the time in Vancouver, and I'm just like, Vancouver's great, Seattle's kind of cool too, Portland, you know, it's got its stuff, it's got to work out some kinks. Apparently, it's a lot better now downtown. You know, downtown wasn't so good back when they were doing the riots, and they were talking about how the riots were actually just, you know, one block, and it was about for about a day and a half, even though the media made it seem like it was for about 8 weeks, and it was the whole city that was burning. But, you know, the media is great. So it's just, the media is great, and the media doesn't lie, so that's great. So, yeah, so that's what's up. And it is gray in Portland, and it is gray in Seattle. So to do that, I matched with the gloomy atmosphere with my, you know, because I get in where I fit in, dude. I fit in, dude. That's my thing, is I fit in, have a deep need for acceptance. So, yeah, dude, super good. The home of Lifeline, the home of the Congratulations podcast here. Portland was the number one city where people yell out of their car and go, dude, Chris D'Elia, life rips. I couldn't believe how many people were yelling out of their car. You could see it on the tour report on Portland. I told my Sam to keep the shit on guard because it seemed to be like the place where people just yelled out of their car at your boy. And what can I do, you know? But yeah, man. And it was great. The Portland show was fantastic. The Seattle show, number one, was fantastic, sold out. The second one was absolutely fantastic. Did not get to sell it on that second show, but it's all good because we still sold over 4,000 tickets. It was like 4,200 tickets. So whoopsie daisy, dude. He keeps the seats warm, right? But not for long because they stand up and clap. So, yeah, man. I love doing the road. I love having my family with me, Calvin and Kristen. She's out to here. She's pregnant as all get out. And we taking the whole family, dude. And Calvin had a little cough, but he's all good. It was not COVID. We tested him. We gave him a written test, and he passed. And but yeah, he's at the point where he just takes a little bit of snot, and then boom, and then boom, and then just wipes it back. So I got him a nice Patagonia shit because we were in, you know what I mean, Portland, and that's where we go. That's where I said, well, I need to get a jacket. Where can I get the kids' jacket, and where can I get me a jacket? Some guy goes, Patagonia or REI. So I go to Patagonia because it was way closer, even though he said they were both the same distance, and REI was way further. But I said, okay. We go to Patagonia. It had a little bit of a jacket for him, a little one, like a little jacket. And I was like, that's the one, 3T, let's get it. And then I was trying jackets on, and I couldn't fit in any of them. Didn't know what was going on. Then I realized 100% was in the absolute women's section. But they got the good colors, so what can I say, dude? They got the pink, they got the cool turquoise and all that, and I tried to do it, and I had to put on the XXL, and even still it didn't fit. And then I went over to the men's section, they got more muted colors, but I got a really nice tan one with a maroon pocket. And it fits nice, you know. I get my chapstick in it, dude. Whenever I go somewhere that's gloomy, I got to hit the chapstick because, you know what I mean? It gets very, very chapped. Dude, this podcast is the number one podcast in the world. It is the most popular podcast in the world. The numbers lie. And we love that you're listening. We need to keep doubling this. You need to help out here and spread this cult. You need to help out and do the work, man. We're basically Mormon, dude. You know? We're basically Mormon. And you just got to spread the world. We got to get these elders out there. We got to be knocking on door to door. Have you heard door to door? Have you heard the Chris Lee? Have you heard the Congratulations podcast? Yeah. No, I haven't. Okay, let me sit down and watch it on YouTube. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. You know, we had a good time on the road, and let me go to actually my my notes, dude. Portland is absolutely the woke. It's woke. Okay, no, actually. Let me just even get the people I saw in Portland were like people that were like that would be like in one scene or two scenes of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon, like humans, like they wear like a bandana that had like some Indian design on it. Or like somebody with green hair and a nose ring, or like a woman with a mustache. Like they were like people that knew Bebop and Rocksteady. That's what the people in Portland look like. People that like went to high school with Bebop and Rocksteady when they were younger. That's what they look like, but all grown up now. Portland is you know, a nice kind of ish city, I guess. And I heard that the last time I went was 2019. You know, we had a good time. I was in that square where all the homeless people were hanging out, and I was like, oh, apparently the homeless got even crazier. And I went out, and then I looked. This time, barely saw any homeless people. I saw a few homeless people, but I was actually surprised there were more homeless people in Seattle. Because I heard from, you know, buddies, oh, man, Portland is actually, you know, that you don't want to go there. And I'm like, I went there, and it's fine. And I was there. We stayed at a cool hotel called the Sentinel, and yeah, can you turn me down a little bit? Just a little bit. And I went there, and when I first got there, and I actually did this on stage, but there was a guy that was like, hey, as soon as I got there, he said, I was walking down the street, and he said, first of all, the hotel guy, I said, hey, where's a good place to eat? And he said, you're probably going to want to go to Pearl Square. And I was like, where's that? I think that's what it's called. I was like, where's that? And he was like, 3 blocks down that way. You can't miss it. And I said, all I got to do is, first of all, when you ask for directions out of a hotel, it is mind-numbing how they do. Because let me tell you, because the people who check in, the people who work at the hotel, they got the desk there, and the door is always in front of them. So you walk into the door and you see the people that are checking people in, and you walk up. Okay? So that means that they're right in front of the door. There's like a little bit of an area where people congregate. I guess it would maybe be, you know, the lobby, sometimes the lobby to the right or the left, but the actual desk where the bell fucking people are, you know what I'm talking about? The people that live, that work there, they say they're there, okay? So they're always there. So then I go up into my room, I come down, I always say, oh, hi, oh, hi. I remember when I checked in, okay. Yeah, okay, remember when oh, you're a new person, I didn't see you yesterday, but hi, I'm here. I don't know if they told you, but I'm one of the people that live here right now for a few days. I go, oh, okay. I always go down, and every time I say to somebody that works at a hotel, what do you call them? The fucking check-in people? Concierge, because I'm French. Because we're all French, you know? Change it, right? Just have it clerk. So I talk to the clerk and I'm like, hey, every hotel I ever go to, hey, where's like the coolest kind of coffee shop or the coolest lunch place? They start by saying, all right, now you go out of the hotel and you take a left. Or you go out here, you take a left. That's what they say. They go out here, you take a left. Go out here, take a right. Sometimes the hotel is on a corner or on a corner-ish area. So you don't know what door they're referring to. And they say, take a right, take a left. And you think, wait, do you mean as soon as I step out of the hotel, I take a right? Or I start walking because you're already doing the hand motion like this. So that I'm walking that way and then I take a right from your hand motion. That's always what happens. So I say, and I slow it down to him. I say, excuse me, clerk. So when I step out of the hotel, I'm outside of the hotel, turn right, and that's the right you're talking about? That's what I do it now. Am I annoying? Yes. Is it okay? Yes. Why? Because the customer's always right? I don't really believe in that, but in this case, when I'm the customer, yes. So they say, take a right, and then they say 3 blocks or 4. They're always like, it's 3-4 blocks, and you get to the square area, and this time he was like, dude, you'll know when you get to the Pearl Center area because everything changes. That's what he said. All the shops and everything, it changes. You'll feel it, he said. Walked 1 block, didn't change yet. Walked 2 blocks, didn't change yet. Walked 3 blocks, didn't change yet. Walked 4, 5, 6, 7. I walked 8 blocks, didn't change yet. Walked 9 blocks. I'm looking at my cameraman, Sam, who's also my friend. I'm like, yo, bro, do you think that we went too far? Because it didn't feel like it changed. Remember how we said it felt like it changed? And he said, yeah, I do remember that. But this all looks the same to me. I said, let's go 1 more block. Dude, I went 11 blocks. Finally, we got to Pearl Street. Why did he say it was 3? Dude, he said it, and I don't understand why people don't just say the right. You work there, dude. I'm lost. If you don't give me specific instructions, guess what? I'm just kind of one of these homeless people over here in Portland now. I don't have a home. I don't know where I am. Okay? And I'm straggly, right? I walked like 6 blocks. The first person I saw in Portland had long green hair, and it was a dude. I don't know, I don't know. And he looks at me and says, well, he had a mustache. So I assumed it was a dude, but that's probably, remember in the 80s, if somebody had a mustache, dude, straight up. Now, I'll bet you have a full beard and, a large hose. I don't want to get demonetized, but a large hose and just be like, hey, I'm a mom, and you're like, oh, okay. That's fine with me. I don't care. So he says, hey, want to fight for abortion rights? And I'm just like, now? I just got off of the plane and I'm looking for a coffee shop. By the way, now I can't even ask you where I was going to ask you where the Pearl area is, Pearl Center, but I can't because I don't want to talk to you because now you're trying to get me to do duty. And now I have a duty to do. And I said, you know what? I'm right there on your side, bud. But nah, I can't, dude. I can't. And I kept walking. He wanted me to sign something, but it wasn't just that, right? They say, we're trying to get signatures, but they're not just trying to get signatures, right? They're not. Here, and then we'll get your email, and then we'll send you, and then if you can't, and then you lied, right? So we lied, okay? I hoped for the best, and you took advantage of that. And by the way, I still don't know where Pearl Square is. That's what it was. And so you can't, I don't understand the signatures thing, by the way. Yeah, we have a petition. Oh, okay. Yeah. So we have a petition and We're getting a bunch of signatures, and then we're going to give it to somebody, and then they're going to maybe change what the fuck's going on. And you're like, oh, okay. So how many people got to sign it? Well, we're trying to get 10,000 signatures. Oh, wow, that's a lot of signatures. So does that mean that if you get 10,000 signatures, they'll reverse it? No, well, no, but that's our goal. Oh, well, why is it your goal? Well, because that's a lot of signatures. Oh, okay. So according to who? Us, pretty much the people signing everything. Oh, so the people who are doing the signatures think that 10,000 signatures is enough signatures to help change people who, by the way, don't want to sign it to change their minds. Yeah. Oh, well, if you're deciding the number, why not make it 55? It's less work. So we want 10,000 signatures, and then we think that we'll probably be able to push these issues to the people who absolutely don't believe what we believe. But we sign. This is the most liberal way to fight for something. Sign it. Get more. We need more signatures. We need to fight with In the meantime, conservatives are fighting for things by actual fighting. By actual, you know what I mean? With actual fighting. Right? So, you do the math. How many signatures you need? You know how many signatures you need to change something in America? Over 200,000. Do you know why? That's the majority of America. And then we'll start talking. Okay? Let's start talking after you have 210,000 signatures. Okay? You got 10,000. That's nothing, dude. You got 5,000. That's nothing, dude. You're like the people on Twitter. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody reads the shit. Nobody cares. There's 0.04% of the there's like what 9% people in America are on Twitter, and 0.04 do the 90% of the tweets or some shit. Oh, he's got stats, dude. Frank Thomas's slugging percentage in 1996 was over 400. Oh, he's got stats, dude. He's got stats, dude. Holy shit, he's got stats. Turn me down a little bit. It's still a little bit hot. That's my own fault. I thought it was good, but a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. There we go. He's got stats, dude. Twitter equals nothing, dude. By the way, Oregon is hilarious. They put out a fucking article. They were like, protesters are ready for D'Elia. Dude, they go, protesters are ready for D'Elia, dude. They wrote an article about it. So I'm like, oh, shit. Okay, I guess I'm still relevant. If people are this mad, hey, I did the show. 2 people showed up. 2 people showed up. Hey, media, chew down. The 2 people showed up and they disguised their faces. What you doing? I'm showing myself on stage, and so are 2,800 Delivers. Show went fucking gangbusters, dude. We love it, dude. Don't push me. You're trying to push, dude. You trying to push. So here we go. 2 right wings, dude. You got a motherfucker flying around in a circle, dude. What am I supposed to do? Quit my job? No, dude. Not if 2,800 people are going to show up. So anyway, dude, it's like between the abortion rights. So by the way, dude, I'm all for it, man. Do whatever you want to do. Do I want to... You know what? Yeah. How about this? Next guy who asks me, I will sign it. Because I don't even... Here. There you go. Godspeed. I hope you fucking... I hope there's so many abortions. I hope everyone's just nutting inside. And just... I hope woke people are so happy with just... You know what? Get rid of condoms. Here, I want... no condoms. Sign. Can we get signatures for no condoms? All the dudes, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, dude, I'm into it. Spreading gonzo. That's what we're doing. We're spreading gonzo. What's gonzo? Gonorrhea. Spread it. You want to spread it? Yeah, we go raw. That's what we do. We nut up in. All right, cool. Well, hello, Parliament. I got 210,000 signatures. It took me 4 days. It was very quick. You got to be honest. It was all the men that signed it, and then also some sluts. So, anyway, Parliament, thank you very much. You guys don't wear those wigs anymore, huh? I'll talk to you. So let me know when the thing happens. So that's what's up, dude. So Portland, and when they're just like, you know what I mean? Stay weird or whatever they do in all those fucking... Keep it real. I went to this fucking Powell bookstore, the biggest bookstore of all time. Couldn't even believe it. They had levels, dude. There were levels to this shit, like it was a fucking Meek Mill song. Is that him? No clue. But, dude, they had so many levels, and then they had so many books, and then they had a children's section, which I went to with Calvin because he loves books, and guess what we went to go do? We looked at all the books. We read some books. I got him a dino robot, and then there was a book called Goodnight Racism for kids, dude. And there you go, dude. And guess what I did? I bought it for him because I don't want my son to believe in racism. I want him to know it's out there, but I want him to try and, he needs a lot of signatures. I want him to grow up to get so many signatures against racism. Hey, we're stopping racism. Do you mind signing this? That's what I want my son to be doing, you know, in a woke area with a different color hair. You know what I mean? And a premature mustache, whatever it is. So I read it. I bought him Goodnight Racism, read it to him. The message is good. It was kind of like one of those books that was getting it was like, this won a prize, and it was like, all right, but is it really, or is it just kind of what it's, we know what's going on here, right? Okay. By the way, no children's book should win prizes. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just saying, yeah, I get good children's books are great and they shape the culture, but also though, dude, is it really? I mean, is it like, you know what I mean? I could write fucking 300,000 children's books before I could write The Client, and that's not even a well, you know, it's not even a well. I mean, it's good. John Grisham, yeah, he's good. I'm still too loud in the headphones. I don't know what's going on here. I'm sorry. Is it just something that's going on with my computer? It keep going la 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 la. Keep going la 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 la. Okay, it's that one. So you're doing the wrong one. So there we go. La 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 la. Now we got it. He was doing the wrong one, so it's all good. He said he wasn't, but he was, because when he changed it and I saw his hand do the other one, then that was when the volume finally went down.
That's the master. This is you. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, well, you're saying that's okay. So the master went down, and it's okay, right? Because it doesn't mean now the whole volume is going to be lower on the YouTubes. Subscribe to it. So, yeah, I got him a book called Goodnight Racism, and then I got him the foot book, which talks about feet. Kind of actually kinky now that when I think about it. And then went to Seattle. Seattle was just awesome and gangbusters, dude. We had such a good time, dude. I love the people who come to my show, dude. I've fallen in love with stand-up all over. I've fallen in love with stand-up all over again. When I came back, it was a struggle. Had to go on stage because I couldn't bitch out. Had to show Calvin what you were supposed to do in life when you get knocked down. Did it. Was a struggle for months. Now I love it again, dude. I love stand-up again, okay? I love it. And I love you for coming to the show. And I love you when we do meet and greets. And to be honest, I used to hate doing meet and greets. And I don't hate it anymore. People are fucking nice. Usually I do like 100 meet and greets. For each show, I sell a different ticket for the meet and greet. 1 or 2 of the people out of the 100 people smell very bad. And that means 98 of you smell good. And that's great. And some people are too loud. And some people are laughing in my face about things that aren't really that funny, but they're just geeked out because they're meeting me and whatever, and I'm grateful for it, you know? I realize the longer I talk about this, the more not grateful I sound. But I'm very grateful for it. It's very beautiful. I like meeting everybody, man. Like, you guys make me emotional, man. You really do. You make me emotional. So Seattle, we did the shows, 2 shows. Denny and Lulu, killing. Brought them along. Fortunate to have them to open for me. And, you know, check out those tour reports on the Chris D'Elia official channel. I don't know what to I don't know what to I don't know what to tell you. You know, we went to fucking walked around in Seattle. I took my son. Kristen was too pregnant, so she stayed in the hotel. And I took my son to the Pikes Pier or whatever the heck it's called in Seattle. And just people the guys behind the fish market were like, yo, Chris, come here. I'm like, oh, what's up, dude? I love when dudes with rubber aprons know who I am. You know? Just makes me feel extra good. I'd rather people with rubber aprons know who I am than, you know what I mean, Benedict Cumberbatch. And so they're like, come here, Chris. I'm like, what's up? And he was like, what's up, little man? To Calvin, I said, what's up, dude? And then he starts moving the fish. They got that thing that pokes out. It's a trick. They have a guy behind the thing, and they poke this like stingray that comes popping out. And Calvin got a little bit scared. And I was like, look at that fish. What is he, crazy? And he was like, yes. And then they were like, what's up, little man? And then we saw fucking crabs, dude. My son loves crabs, okay? He loves the crab raves on YouTube and shit, where it goes dun 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 dun, and crabs are just dum 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 dum, and then they have like all different versions of it. They have like Paw Patrol's faces on crabs, and it's just like arf, 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 arf. And my nanny will just play it 4 hours for Calvin, and I'm upstairs trying to take a fucking nap, and it's just the cat meow 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 moo 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 moo. Oh, it's the cow one. Oh, it's the fighter jet one. There's like, you name it. Dude, by the way, the kids' videos that they have so many different versions. It's like, if you can think of it, it exists. They say that about porn, but it's actually true about these fucking crab rave videos. If you can think of it, it exists. But, so he saw crabs, and it was like eye level with him because they were in the ice, you know, all dead. I don't know if he knows what they were, you know, all dead. And my son said, is that crabs? And I said, yeah. And he said, do they have pinchos? And I said, yep. And he says, do they come out? And I said, we can't take them out because they're there so people could buy them and then eat them. And he goes, oh. And he just stood there and stared at the crabs, dude. And it was so cute. And before I knew it, they started hawking the fishes. They started throwing the fishes, dude. You know how they do it? You've seen them do that where they throw the fish and they catch it and they go, hey, oh, hey, like the most idiotic tradition. Like don't throw food. And also on top of that, don't throw smelly food. And also on top of that, don't throw smelly dead food. Fucked it up, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Probably would have got a laugh if I didn't fuck it up. But it's all good. We're just in our cars. We're chill. We're having a good time. You're in your cubicle listening to me. You're at home doing some cleaning chores work or whatever. This is not like it's on stage. When you go on stage and you see me on stage, you get an act that is absolutely rip-roaring and thought about. But when you're doing this podcast, a lot of people say, oh, I like his podcast. I don't like his stand-up. Oh, I like his stand-up. I don't like his podcast. It's different, dude. You got to know the media you're doing. Okay? So anyway, dude. So yeah, we went to the Pike's Place. Then we went to the gum wall. There's a gum wall, you know. I don't like, you know what I don't like? Any kind of wall that's not just a wall and then that's it. You know, like you go to places and it's like, oh, well, the lovers here put the locks on the chain link fence and you're like, oh, so you do it with your lover? Yeah, it symbolizes. Dude, I don't want my walls symbolizing nothing, dude. I want my walls to be walls, chain link fence to be chain link fence. If I love someone, that shit's for me, dude. But people are like, oh yeah, the gum was like some assholes put who's the biggest asshole out of the thing? There's a whole gum wall under the Pike's Place thing. And there's just, I mean, the amount of gum that's on there, it's just like hundreds of thousands of pieces of gum, and it's disgusting, right? You Googling it, look at it, it's disgusting, right? It's so gross, right? Some of them are hanging down like it's been chewed. It's just disgusting. It's the kind of thing that if you even get like this far away from you, you're like, I gotta take a shower, you know? And so it's a gum wall, and like I'm trying to think of like, because there's like the asshole. Let's Cuda, with the Cuda effect, right? Like the first guy puts his gum on the wall. That guy's just kind of a ne'er-do-well, right? He's a guy that doesn't want to wait to find a trash can. Maybe he's got the world on his shoulders and he's got a chip, right? Because he's like, you know what? The world never treated me well. Why the fuck should I throw this gum away? Fuck it. Boom. He doesn't think of it consciously, but he thinks of it subconsciously, right? He's got the piece of gum and he's like, fuck it. There it goes on the wall. I don't care about that wall like I don't care about anyone who's going to look at it, right? I'm just Mr. Uncaring. And then there's the guy that's worse than that guy that's like, you know what? I'm going to put this on the wall because fuck the world, right? The first guy's like, I don't really care. I don't think about it consciously. I'm in my subconscious shit. But the worst guy is like, hey, this gum goes on the wall. Ha ha ha. Like he laughs like that, right? Fuck this, man. I like that it looks bad. Okay? So I don't know who the first guy was to put the gum on the wall. It was either that guy or that guy. But after that, the second guy is just kind of a follower. So you got the first piece of gum there, then you got the second gum, and the second guy that comes up and he's like, oh, that guy did it, fuck it, I'll just do it. Like you're the guy who wouldn't actually stab someone in the neck, but you would push a button to where a light would light up next to a guy with a knife, and then that was the thing that would make him be like, okay, cool, they told me when it lights up, I stabbed the guy in the neck, so bam. And you knew full well that pressing the button was going to make the guy do it. You understand? So that's the second guy who puts the fucking gum on the wall. And then the third guy, he's more of a follower too. Because now it's not even unique to one person, it's unique to two people, which makes it the same. So the third guy's like, dude, I'm not even just following one guy, I'm following two. But then it becomes a thing where it's like, oh shit, there's the guy that realizes, hold on, you know what this could be? A gum wall. That guy's the worst guy. That guy's the worst guy. Because now he knows that he's mobilizing the wall into an eyesore. And tricking motherfuckers. Like families walk down there, oh, wow, look, and I now got to go show Calvin, look, this is gross, but isn't it funny? And I don't even think it's funny. A lot of problems in this world, dude. And that's one of them. And then I went to that place, Ghost Alley Coffee or something. It's very good, actually. It's very, very good. I did on the one sip. So yeah. Seattle was banging. Seattle was, I thought the second show wasn't going to be, because it wasn't going to be enough people there, but holy shit, it was 1,600 people. So, okay, so check that. Extra paper scoop that up, right? And Calvin came to the show, and it was awesome with my wife. And it was fucking great. Fucking great, right? Where'd you put this thing, by the way? On the thing? In bold? Wow. On the topics Google sheet? Got it. No, dude, it's 15% off. I asked him to get it. I asked him to get it more. Pure Spectrum CBD. I use it every day. It keeps me calm, dude. If you're a CBD user, great. If you're not a CBD user and you have anxiety and you have some sort of thing that like, I also, you know what? I've been noticing that, and I don't know if this is a health thing or what, but my heart starts beating faster sometimes. It could just be an anxiety thing. CBD nips that in the bud, dude. And my favorite one is Pure Spectrum. I love it. And I got them to give you guys 15% off. So you can go to the Pure Spectrum CBD website, which is check out at purespectrumcbd.com. Type in the code congrats and you will get 15% off of all your CBD needs. It's great, dude. I really love it. I have the gummies and I also have the dropper that I use every day. I'll put a drop behind my tongue and I just let it kind of chill for a little bit for about 30 seconds. I just let it have a good, you know what I'd let it do? I let it just like kind of journey around the bottom of my tongue, go to the back of my cheek and just roll back. It's like it's window shopping, right? And then all of a sudden I either let it dissipate or I take a huge swallow and then, oh, what do you know? After doing it for about a week, your boy feels a little bit more calm and receptive. So that's fine. I have a better mood all year round because of this CBD stuff. So go check it out, 15% off. The congratulations podcast listeners get it. That's purespectrumcbd.com, code congrats. It's a wild world that we live in, huh? I'll tell you, it's a wild world that we live in when I heard that Alec Baldwin is going to be charged with manslaughter, dude. Dude. Some DA wants blood or what? Some DA does not like the woke. See, here's the thing, dude. If you are a liberal, I don't know if Alec Baldwin is a liberal or not. I have no fucking idea, dude. I don't know. As a matter of fact, if I started to know, I would turn around and not pay attention. Now, I like Alec Baldwin, and I'm talking about I like him as a person. I've met him a few times. I've done his show a few times. He's always been cool to me. I like Alec Baldwin. I'll go one further. I like Hilaria Baldwin, partly because her name is almost the word hilarious, and that's in my line of profession. But I like both of them, dude. I like how her name is almost hilarious, and his name is almost Alex. All right? They're both not names, but I like them, and I like that family. He's got 40 kids. That's great, dude. He's about to pop out some more. Here's the deal, man. If you're a liberal, I think it's a little bit weird. I don't think it's awful. I think it's a little bit weird if you're a liberal and you tote no guns, and then you do movies where everybody's shooting everybody up, right? You don't know if I'm a Republican. You don't know if I'm a liberal. You think I'm a centrist. You see me popping guns in a movie, you go like this. Okay, I guess it makes sense, you know? He gets Black Lives Matter, yes, but also he gets into business a little bit. The lady has a $6 million house. Why she need that? Why she need that? So it's like, all right. Oh, dude, there's still fucking peanut butter on my shirt. I thought I washed it. Gross. I'm a dad. So he, you know, if you live under a rock, if you don't know what the hell happened, Alec Baldwin had a prop gun where he had to shoot it into the camera, pop the camera, boom, there was a bullet in it, and then killed the camera lady. Horrible, sad, terrible, just so bad, all around. You're supposed to have somebody check this, hand the gun to the actor. The actor is supposed to be like, great, I trust you with this. These are blanks. Boom. And that's supposed to be, you know, all's well that ends well. But no, all's well that didn't end well. There was a bullet in there. I guess the fucking person got the job. That was the AD because of nepotism or whatever it is. But everyone gets jobs because of nepotism anyway, you know? And because it's all who you know, right? Especially in Hollywood. But so now he's getting charged with it. Well, it's like a year later, right? Because he killed this woman. And if I were him, holy shit, man. I guess negligence, manslaughter, like he's going to be in the same category as somebody who drove drunk and ran somebody over. That's not fair, though, to me, because, hello, he didn't do that. He trusted someone. Is the other person going to get fucked? I don't know. I mean, they're definitely out of a job. But it's like, it's just horrible. And it also makes it worse for the family involved. I feel like, I mean, I'm not involved, but I don't know, man. It's all sad. I just couldn't believe it. He's never going to go to jail, obviously. He's got a lot of, what's that game show he does? What is it? Match game. He's got a lot of match games to shoot. I did it twice. I did match game maybe 2 or 3 or 4 times. I can't remember, but I remember when I was in match game, I showed up and they were like, hey, just so you know, they had already shot an episode and they're like, just so you know, the crowd is really bad. And I was like, what do you mean? And they're like not laughing. They don't really feel it. You know, they had all these guests on there. They were like, you know, 7 actors and actresses. And I was like, oh, that's a bummer. Okay, well, whatever. Let's go out there and try our best. I went out there and lit that bitch on fire, dude. I mean, I was doing straight up stand up and I just I started just king, yuks. Dude, I just was absolutely like, people thought they weren't going to be laughing. And there I was in the shadows just with the I mean, and halfway through, I'm like, they said this was a bad crowd. I was like, this is the same crowd? They said, it's the same crowd, but we don't know what happened. Oh, I know what happened. Person who guest starred on Ally McBeal 5 times. You got a comedian to come do cleanup. prepare the yucks. I mean, I was like, bad crowd, dude. Are you kidding me? And I just start. People just. Eyes bleeding, just shitting themselves in laughter. Oh, shit, dude. Yo, looking back at the guest stars, looking back at fucking Mekhi Phifer and, hey, you guys thought this crowd sucked, huh? Well, looks like they got another thing coming. Impression. Or whatever I did, you know what I mean? And just, dude, are they sitting higher right now? I can't look at them, dude, because there's smoke coming from the fucking flames of how hard I'm shredding. And I just want to know if they're sitting higher because they're standing up laughing, or if they're sitting higher because they're on mounds of their own shit from laughing too hard. You know what I'm talking about, dude? Hey, Mekhi. Hey, Mekhi, and the guy who used to be in the 7-Up commercials. You needed a comic. Dude. So anyway, they saw what I was doing, and the producer comes over, and he was like, hey, man, keep going. Basically looked at me and said, double it. Basically looked at me and go like this. Hey, we see what you're doing. Put on a jetpack. Try and actually kill these motherfuckers. And I go, say no more. Come back from a commercial break. I said, I can make them dizzy, dude. He goes, make them dizzy, D'Elia. I go, all right, dude. You write down the things on the card. Bro, I was writing down things on the card. I remember one, dude, I wrote down a joke, and I was like, in my head, I was like, this isn't even a joke I would do. They said push it. So here we go. I wrote it down. I don't remember even what the thing was. It was something like grandma's cum, like something just not funny, right? But I was already killing, so I was going to kill no matter what. Dude, when I showed the thing, they go, oh, the crowd loses their mind. They go, bam, bam, cut. The producer comes out. He goes, hey, what was that? And I was like, what? And he was like, well, we can't use that. And I said, oh, I thought you were just going to bleep it out, man. You said go for it. And he was like, yeah, well, we can. And I go, well, you can't tell. Do you know what I mean? Somebody who came up in the trenches of the Comedy Store at 1 a.m. in 2011 to go for it even further than I already had the crowd, dude. I was helping people out like Neil deGrasse Tyson. He was getting laughed by proxy. I'm up there doing billions and billions of billions and billions, and they're laughing, and then he's saying billions, and then they laugh, right? You're getting laughed by proxy. So you want me to push it, and I'm already in the pocket? Dude, here we go with grandma's cum, and then we got to cut it out, and it's okay, right? So we had to redo it. But, you know, it's fine. It's just... I got real problems, I guess.
File's done.
Yeah, so Kylie Jenner named her kid Air, which means cock in Arabic. You know? Check. Hey, you're pregnant for 9 months. Check. You know? Hey, Kylie, you're pregnant for almost 10 months. That's the dirty little secret, is that pregnancy is actually almost 10 months. Check. Dude. Hey, you named your child Cock. Hey, real quick, take an afternoon to check. Dude, I mean, the kid's name's Cock. Remember when fucking that idiot Amy Schumer made her kid's name was like, you know, barbells to the face or whatever the fuck it was? What was it? What was her kid? She had to change his name. It was like ropey jizz to the jaw, or whatever the fucking kid's name was. It was like, I freaking forget what it is. She changed it. It was supposed to be something that was like, it was like, hey, didn't you check? Does it say? All right. But if you said it a certain way, how do you spell it? Schumer? Who cares? She's the worst. Child's name change. Here we go. It was Jean Attell Fisher. It was genital. Hey! Say it a few times. Genital, dude. This idiot named her kid Genital. Ropey jizz to the jaw, wow. Barbells to the face, man. I mean, so, of course, dude. They ultimately changed Jean's middle name to David after, just totally. And then she was going to give it to Jean Attell, because it's David Attell is her favorite comic and friend or whatever, and that's then she got accused of ripping off all his fucking jokes or whatever. Well, everyone's a lunatic. Anyway, dude, I'm heated today, but it's all good. I flew in, and I'm all sweaty, and I got peanut butter on my shirt. I'm full dad mode. And I love you all, by the way. I love you all, even her. I pray for my enemies. You heard me. I do. I sit and I pray. I want the best for everyone. I talk a lot of shit. And, people who have, been shitty to me, I still talk shit, but I don't, I'll have a meal with you, man. Not that you want it, but I get it. Everyone always thinks that they're doing right. Even honestly, Hitler was like, I'm doing the right thing. Even though what he did was awful, he still thought what he was doing was right. And we have to understand that, because there are no evil people in the world. There are just people that are misguided and wrong. Nobody is out there trying to do harm. I really fully believe that. Unless it's a heat of the moment thing, then of course it's a different story, right? You said what? I'm sorry, you said what? I'm going to hurt you. That's what they do. But yeah. This was a joke that they wrote in the chat. No, what's that? AI. Oh my God! So ChatGPT, the AI, that's AI. You ask them to write a joke in the style of Crystalia about mortgages, and this was what they wrote. Holy shit! One fire came through. This is what the AI joke machine, the ChatGPT. This is the joke that they did about mortgages in a Crystalia style. You know what's even worse than a mortgage? You know what's even worse than a mortgage? A mortgage on a haunted house. Because they're not just going to take your money, they're going to take your soul too. Oh yeah, they're going to take that soul and they're going to use it to pay for their own mortgage on their own haunted house. It's a never-ending cycle of spooky payments. Dude! How did they even honestly get it that good? I mean, it's a horrible joke, but for a robot, that's fucking amazing. That's like, did you see the South Park where it was Funny Bot or whatever? I am Funny Bot. What was that? Was that what? Oh, dude, so funny. Awkward. And it just kills everyone. Awkward. You know what's even worse than a mortgage? A mortgage on a haunted house. Because they're not just going to take your money, they are going to take your soul too. Oh yeah, they are going to take that soul. That's my favorite part. They're going to take that soul. Like it's an Elvis song. They're going to take that soul and they're going to use it to pay for their own mortgage on their haunted house. It's a never-ending cycle of spooky payments. Spooky payments. All right, you just did a joke about pelicans in the style of Crystalia? All right. Was that? Incoming. He did a joke. He put in the chat GPT, write a joke about pelicans in the style of Crystalia. Here's the joke. You know what's the weirdest thing about pelicans? They can hold more in their beak than in their belly. I mean, they look like they're carrying a whole damn fish market in there. It's like, dude, where do you even store all that fish? Do you have a secret compartment or something? Are you a pelican or a damn clown car? Wow, dude, this makes me hate me. I would say that one. That one, dude, it gets infinitely better the more you ask. Do another one. Wow, that's unbelievable. I would say that. Holy fucking shit. Am I not that good? Do another one. Wow, that is unbelievable how I did it. Also, how good of an actor am I to actually do my flavor on it, even though I didn't write it, right? One more. Okay. Yeah, stand by here. I mean, this is unreal. That's unreal. Okay, this one I'm going to really do. A joke about cookies in the style of Crystalia. All right, here we go. I kind of agree with that. That one about the pelicans was a good point. Oh, God. Here we go. Hey, you know what's funny about cookies? I like how my jokes start like this. Hey, you know what's funny about cookies? They're like, hey, have a bite of me. I'm delicious. But then you eat the whole damn bag and you're like, oh, God, I made a huge mistake. It's like cookies are the gateway drug to eating the whole damn pantry. Next thing you know, you're eating butter straight out of the tub, calling it a day. But you know what? I don't regret it, not one bit. Ah! That didn't do that part, but that last part. I don't regret it one bit. Wow, that's the worst joke I've ever heard in my life. That last one was the worst joke I've ever heard in my life. That second one banged, though. I might use it to my set. Dude, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to see if people know. Thanks. Shout out to Chat. It says special. My next special will be special written by Crystalia and ChatGPT. That's hilarious. That pelican one is awesome. All right. Well, look, man, I appreciate you guys. Kylie Jenner named her son Cock, and I appreciate you guys. Look, like and subscribe, dude. Hit that algorithm. We got to double it, dude. We got to double it. We got to keep doubling it, man. And, you know, this cult needs to be growing. If you're not growing, you're dying. I've always said that, dude. We are super good. So make sure you're subscribed, actually, because a lot of the people, dude, my friends been hitting me up. They're like, dude, I was subscribed, and now I'm not subscribed anymore. So, you know what I mean? We appreciate you guys, and thanks for listening. This podcast is really fun, and it's the best podcast in the world. It's the top podcast in the world. We had to talk about the hard-hitting issues. Go to Crystalia.com to get the different dates. I'm going to be in Chicago, Illinois, Kansas City, Springfield, Missouri, Tulsa, Utah, Daytona. I'm in Jacksonville this weekend. I think that's sold out. San Antonio, Sugar Land, Texas, New Orleans, Los Angeles, Providence, Rhode Island, New York, and a bunch of different spots. Boise, Idaho, Cincinnati, Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, Minneapolis. Yeah, come see the act. We love you guys. Hey guys, that's it for YouTube. If you want to catch the full episode, the uncut episode, the unedited episode, the raw episode of Congratulations, going over to patreon.com/Crystalia. And for $6, not only will you get the full complete episodes of Congratulations, but you will also get an extra episode a month. There's like 21 of them there now. You get the backlog of all of them just for $6, and you get extra content. And that's that, dude. So going over to patreon.com/Crystalia. Thanks.